Wolverine returned from the dead, then he went missing, then his friends went looking for him, and they didn't find him. But now they're gonna find him for real in Hunt for Wolverine Dead Ends issue number 1. Alrighty then, so this special one-shot wrap-up issue actually takes place after the events of all the other Hunt for Wolverine miniseries. Didn't read them? Don't worry, because it ultimately didn't matter because no one found anything. It's for all those reasons and more, Tony Stark Iron Man as well as Matt Murdock Daredevil have all been called to the X-Mansion to talk shop with Kitty Pryde, and I gotta admit, seeing other heroes come to the X-Mansion again is really awesome. To think not that long ago you wouldn't get a scene like this, but now the Marvel Universe feels fuller again. What else is new? Well, Kitty Pryde introduces everyone to the new Psylocke, who is actually the old Betty Braddock. Essentially, she used to be Asian, now she's not anymore. I feel like I should really put a CB Cegluski Akira Yoshida joke in here, but damned if I can be bothered to write one. With that all out of the way, Kitty, Daredevil, and Iron Man all retire to one of the classrooms to go over all the clues that they managed to amass in their own miniseries, once again making actually reading those books pretty pointless. If they were only just going to spend 80% of this book going over everything they found. First up is Iron Man. He talks about how Mr. Sinister was hoarding files on the genetic information of everyone on Earth, including Wolverine. Tony managed to destroy his stockpile, but not before someone else made a copy. Kitty and her team had discovered that someone was launching a ton of illegal satellites from Madripoor, and Daredevil had managed to track down an evil corporation that was stockpiling a bunch of video clips of Wolverine, only he wasn't doing traditional hero stuff, he was murdering a bunch of people. From this, they're able to put it all together that they're not dealing with 3 separate evil entities, instead they're dealing with one massive evil entity, a corporation that goes by the name Soteria, which if you don't know your Greek comes from the word savior and is basically one giant yearly festival celebrating manly heroic men like Wolverine. No sooner though do our heroes end up cracking this case that the mansion comes under attack by strange outside forces. Weird meteorites are rocketing through the atmosphere and headed right for our heroes. Iron Man suits up to save the day, and we get a truly awesome panel of him alongside Storm and Firestar dealing with at least 3 of the 4 projectiles. Meanwhile, Matt uses his own super senses to help the X-Men evacuate the mansion and get all the kids to safety, before eventually Kitty proves that she might be the most powerful one here by getting the final projectile to just phase through the Earth harmlessly. It's after that that the true villain of this piece chooses to reveal herself. This is Persephone, yet another Greek connection. If you don't know, the Greek Persephone was a goddess kidnapped by Hades, ate some pomegranates, had a crappy car named after her. Comic book Persephone, on the other hand, is actually a quite cheery, rather affable individual who respects the works of the heroes and even the X-Men especially. She also fully admits to everything that's been going on with Wolverine. Yep, I kidnapped him. Yep, I turned him into my own personal weapon. I even probably resurrected him. Now, what's stopping the X-Men from punching a hole in Persephone's not face? Well, she actually has a hell of an insurance policy right here. You see, she came bearing gifts to the mansion, a bunch of dead bodies. All missing children from all over the world, all with latent X genes. Yeah, remember that stolen Mr. Sinister genetic file? Well, it also had a bunch of information on mutants who aren't quite mutants yet. Persephone stole that info, and now she's holding it over the rest of the heroes. She says that if they try to pursue her or Wolverine at all after this, she's going to go out of her way to kill as many mutants as she can before they even realize they have powers. This means our heroes are super boned too, because it's not even like they can use Cerebro to try and protect these kids when it can't even find them if they haven't even managed to exhibit powers yet. As the comic winds down though, we are finally given a glimpse into what exactly is happening to Wolverine. He's being held hostage for sure, and would you look at them flaming claws. And so that was Hunt for Wolverine Dead Ends issue number 1, everybody, and overall I did enjoy it. In fact, I enjoyed it so much I wish the whole Hunt for Wolverine story had started here and we didn't have to wade through all those tie-ins. Because really all this is a getting you up to speed issue. Now that's not to say Charles Soule doesn't do a very good job of what he set out to do. In fact, there's even some small things I really enjoyed, like getting to see Avengers, street-level characters, X-Men all working together for a common goal. And hey, as far as new villains go, Persephone definitely comes out of the gate swinging. It's kind of hard to top dead children as your first opening act. fact. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 7 out of 10, and in fact, I might have given it a little more if it didn't feel like Wolverine has been returning for almost as long as he's been dead now. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again. I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, why not take a closer look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in a supportive mood, why not check out my Patreon page? Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. I would really appreciate it, and with that, I will be sure to be back again next time with even more great comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye, everyone.